is there any difference in supporting and managing of logistics for engines as there is for aircraft, or do we pretty much have the same problems across the board?
On the defense side for engines, it's really a little bit different and a little more challenging. The reason being there are limited facilities that can handle engines, and with the engines and so many of these engines out there needing repair services, either time-based overhauls or other failures, the engine facilities get backed up. And so it becomes a basis of manpower trying to get those through their process. If we had a better way of having a tool available that can look at the engine data that is collected on a normal basis and use it to forecast when an engine might fail, would certainly be usable data that a maintenance facility would be able to use. It would really help, especially when you're forward deploying aircraft into remote regions, when you know that you've got an engine, it's got maybe 20 hours left and you're going to fly 100 hours of mission, you need to change that engine ahead of time. So that would be a very, very big proponent of ensuring that mission readiness on that forward deployed aircraft could be met.
Okay, forecasting, definitely. In commercial operations, we're looking at the cost of parts, we're looking at the complexity of engines, and much of those parts are sent out to shops, for shop level, kind of repairs. And so it creates a complex operation and requiring, a more complex management of information to be able to provide that live information, that we were really talking about. And so, Manoj, I really see how having a sophisticated system would be able to help that. And especially from what you're saying is, the high cost and the limited availability and the limited repair locations for engines, in the services, makes it something that's really important. I see that.
And I can make one more comment on that, Mark. I think David rightly said that engine amongst all the other compared to all the other different types of repair and overhaul activities, it is not only complex, it's also very uncertain. You never really know what you're going to find out until you have turned down the engine, and then you start to scope the work, and you invariably find things that you had not originally anticipated. And then you have to go through this whole cycle of scoping, estimation, approval in some cases from the customers to be able to proceed further, right? So going back to what David was saying, which is based on the historical data of what you have found in the past for a particular type of engine, and hence be able to predict those non-routine items as much as possible, can really shorten the overall turnaround time and the repair cycle time for engines, I think.
So I guess rolling in your operational experience, into the maintenance program or into the expected non-routines or those different aspects of maintenance and overhaul, you're saying then can help optimize, shorten the turnaround time, the TAT, and reduce the overall cost by being able to anticipate some of those things. Is that what you're saying?
Exactly.
Yeah,
yes.
Perfect. Okay, very good.